Hey guys, welcome, Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, it's been a while since I have done one of these videos, but today I wanted to film me reacting to your guys' assumptions about me. I'm pretty sure that the last time I did this video, I had really short hair. Like I did that soccer mom haircut that I really had no business doing, but I don't regret it. Hair is still slowly but surely coming back, growing back from that. Anyway, I wanted to film reacting to your guys' assumptions about me. If I sound a little congested, I apologize. I have been through a emotional, physical health roller coaster. I thought that I had really bad hay fever because I ran out of allergy medication, blah, blah, blah. Got a bunch of allergy medicine and none of it worked. And then my mocos, or my boogers, started looking yellow and brown. So I realized I have a cold. But then before I realized I had a cold, I was having a hard time breathing. So I was like, oh my God, did I actually get the virus? And I was gonna go and get tested, but I think the difficulty breathing was actually just an anxiety from the symptoms that I was having. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today, and definitely, regardless, still self-isolating. This is a moment where I feel not too bad right now, so I figured I would take the opportunity to film this video. Hope you guys enjoy. As usual, I posted to Instagram and I said, hey, send in, hi, can I help you? I noticed you were, oh, all right, yeah, here, come. So, as usual, I posted on Instagram. I said, hey, send in all of your assumptions about me. It's been a couple of hours since, so we'll see what you guys think about me. Oh boy, all right, I'm gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. First one says, you are the one who wears the pants in the relationship. So Terrell will swear up and down that he wears the pants, but I will also swear up and down that I wear the pants. And I think that I'm a very, I'm a Leo, you know what I mean? I like to be in charge. However, I do feel that Terrell also is a Leo and likes to be in charge. So I feel like we take turns. It's like we both take turns being the one wearing the pants, which is a good thing, because I could never be with someone where the guy was just always the dominant one, because I am a dominant personality as well. So I would always kind of feel maybe belittled or whatever. And then with Terrell, he's actually a pretty chill, passive person. So when he does decide to take charge, I'm like, oh, all right, I got you. I'm following. I'm with you. We're a team. We're doing this together. So it's a healthy balance. But yeah, I wear the pants. You're the type of person people find really easy to talk to. I sure hope so. I mean, whenever I've done like little meet and greets and stuff where I meet some of you guys, or even just when I go to meetings and stuff, I do my best to be very personable. However, that does not mean that inside I might be overthinking everything I'm saying, but I hope it doesn't translate that way. I hope that people find me really easy to talk to. Whenever I conversate, I aspire to be like one of my best friends, Diamond, because she is one of the most social, like good at socializing people that I know, and she just genuinely cares about everything that she's hearing from the people that she talks to. I'll watch her have a conversation with a stranger and know 80% of their life in the first hour that they've been talking, and I'm just like, because she's just so attentive and she cares so much about what they're gonna say. So I try to be like her. Someone put veneers, question mark. Does it look like I have veneers? People with veneers wouldn't have bottom crooked teeth, but no, I don't have veneers. And people always are like, how do you get your teeth to look so white? Let me be honest with you guys. They're not this white. Like, they actually look like pure white. I think it's just the lighting and this camera that is really, really flattering, because they are not this white. I have generally white teeth, but I would not call them the whitest of the white. And no, I do not have veneers. I don't plan on ever getting veneers. Unless I started having just like really, really bad teeth, I wouldn't get them, because I think veneers look kind of weird. Like, anyone that I know who has gotten veneers, they just look fake. And I don't want to have fake looking teeth. So I'm gonna pass on that one. You are very standoffish when meeting new people. Not a bad thing though. So I used to not be. One of my biggest issues is that I have a big mouth. And so I used to meet people and I would just open up about my life and about everything. And then oftentimes when those friendships fizzled or they just kind of drifted apart, that shit turned against me. Now I would say I'm much more standoffish and I take everything very slowly with people, just because I don't trust as easily. I've been betrayed. And I also just am happier being a private private person. People don't need to know everything that's going on in my life in order for me to bond with them. So yes, I would say now I am particularly standoffish, but again, not in a bad way. Still welcoming, still friendly, but I will direct a lot of the conversation to them instead of trying to, you know, answer questions they're asking about myself. I'll like redirect it and make it about them. You are fairly confident and really beginning to figure out who you are as a person. I have my days with the confidence. I want to say I am a confident person. However, your girl's in therapy right now because I'm genuinely trying to work through some serious abandonment issues and insecurities that are deep-rooted from like my childhood. So like overall, confident person, 1000%. But there is some inner traumas that I am trying to face so that I can feel like when I say I'm confident, I mean it 100%. But as far as figuring out who I am as a person, yeah, I don't know that I'll ever stop figuring out who I am as a person, but I do know that I look back at even content from like, mainly from like the beginning of my YouTube up until like when I started transitioning. I think the day that I was like, my YouTube is over or something like that. Like all that content during that time was weird. I feel like in the last year or maybe 2 years I've been the happiest with the videos that I've been uploading, which is a direct reflection of figuring out who I'm becoming, because as you change, your content will change. And just like my goals and aspirations in life are a lot different now, and they continue to be, and I'm happy with the direction things are going. Dude, the guys that submit stuff are just so extra and so disgusting. Like there's a few that are like, I just think you're pretty. Cool. Like, but the one, it's just so gross. I'm just gonna pass them because they're so weird. Ooh, you've learned in a hard way that quality outweighs quantity regarding friends. Yes, I really have. I was somebody really loved being friends with everyone. In high school, I feel like I didn't necessarily belong to a group. I mean, I had my like core group of girls that I hung out with on the weekends and, you know, went for my drives with and all of that, but I still was a floater. Like I would go and visit other groups because I just kind of wanted to be associated with everybody. And recently in the last 2 years, I would say, I just realized the more friends you have, the more aware you have to be, if that makes any sense. Like, who actually wants to be your friend, who actually just wants to hook up with you, who genuinely cares about your well-being. Like, there are just so many things that you have to be aware of. And for some people that might not matter. They're like, whatever, I don't really care. Like, all these people are just at an arm's length and I'm cool with all of them. But for me, I would much rather have 5 friends that aren't even a part of the same group, that are my homies, that I just know I can go to for anything, for different opinions and different hobbies and different discussions. Like, I have a friend for anything and everything that I like to do, and they are my people. And I wouldn't say I learned it the hard way though. I think it was just growing up and being like, you don't care about me and you don't care about me. And I guess it was unfortunate and it sucked to be like, oh, I thought we had a genuine friendship, but we don't. But I've been through worse. Like, I'm fine. I like things the way they are now. Somebody said, you're bisexual, question mark. I've talked about this a lot on the channel, and I feel like I can't necessarily say I'm bisexual, but I don't know. I don't know how the specifications work. I feel, to me, I always felt like if you're attracted to females and you feel like you would have a sexual encounter with them, then you're bisexual. But then people are like, no, that's bi-curious, because if you haven't hooked up with them, then you're not bisexual. My sexual standpoint is just, I'm a very open person. I'm super just fluid. Like, I don't know that I would care if like somebody I was dating was trans. Like if I was dating a guy but they were a girl before, or if I was dating a girl but they were a guy before, I don't know that I would actually care about that kind of thing. I would want to know. I'd be upset if they didn't tell me ever, but those things just don't really, like, cool, hell yeah. I felt for somebody who is so comfortable with being themselves. Like, that's a really cool thing. I like everybody. Everyone is welcome in my book. They're all great, and I want to hang out with all of them. However, I've only been in relationship with men, and yeah, I've only really kissed girls, so I don't know. It's a big question mark, or a big blur. I'm open. You weren't popular in high school, but you were the person that everyone knew and liked. I hope, I mean, I don't know if anyone from high school is like, we never liked you, but I feel that, yeah, I was not necessarily a popular kid. Like, I was never elected for homecoming queen or prom queen or any of those things, but I definitely knew like everybody in my class, and I talked to everybody in my class, and I was friends with like the emo skater kids, and then I was friends with like the jocks, and then I was friends with the varsity cheerleaders. Like I knew a lot of people, but also I feel like everyone was just kind of popular at school. I don't know. Yeah, people knew who I was though. Like, I said hi to everyone. You really care about those close to you more than the average person. Yes, 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 to the point where it could actually get me in trouble just because I put 100,000% into the relationships that I have. And one of the mistakes that I made for a long time is I expected it back. And that's why I say it would get me in trouble, because I would end up hurting myself thinking like, if I care about you this much, you're gonna care about me this much. But it's not that way. It doesn't always work that way. But yeah, I mean, I care so much, and I drop everything, I neglect things to make sure that the people that I love are taken care of first before taking care of myself or really anything else, because I care. Wow, this is one from a guy, and he's not being a perv. He said that you have a solid relationship with your boyfriend. Yes, I really actually do. It's been so long since I've been in a serious relationship, but Terrell is really fantastic. We 1000% argue. We 1000% have our bad moments, especially during this whole shelter in place, because we were locked together for 24 hours a day with like literally nothing to do, but we always come out stronger, I feel, in the end. Yeah, it's so interesting because personality wise, like, he's just so not the type of person that I would typically fall for or go for, but it's been such a nice change of pace. And he really is like my best friend. Yeah, I love the hell out of that guy. You're loud and opinionated. I used to be so loud. I used to be so loud. Like, whenever I was with my friends, I was always the one, like, you know, the loudest one, making jokes and like going above and beyond. And I was so like that. And when I used to go to like Gymshark meetups and stuff, I was always the one that they like sent out to like hype up the people that were waiting in an 8-hour queue. And I just look back and I'm like, God, you were so obnoxious. Why? There were probably people in that crowd that were like, just shut up. I've chilled out a lot. Like, I definitely would not say I'm the loudest one at social gatherings anymore. I'm definitely very opinionated, and if it comes to a debate, I will stand my point, but I'm not loud. Unless it's like with my best friends, but we're loud together. But like out of a big group, I'm not that person anymore. I don't want to be that person. It's just too much. It's just like, simmer it down. It's not that serious. I also feel that marijuana has played a huge role in that. Somebody said social media has ruined your life. No. Social media has given me more opportunity in my life than I think I could have ever had with the current direction that my life was going. Didn't go to college. Was not a very driven person. Mom passed away. Dad wasn't a part of my life. Very much so taking the reins of the horse on my own. And of course, like, I had my brother and my family, my aunt specifically, my brother and my aunt supporting me through all of that. But when you look at it like just from like a, what are you gonna do? I don't know. So no, YouTube changed my life. It's been amazing. Are there the negatives? 1000%. Sometimes the only thing is there's just so much pressure on social media, and specifically with the type of content that I do, I talk about my life. So I'm not just somebody that's like, I specialize in camera reviews, or like, let's play video games, which is, I mean, I do those things, but my main following is this. So I'm very transparent about my mental health, about my grief, about my relationships, everything, financials. And so sometimes I'm just like, oh, it'd be so great if I could just do something and not have to worry about what anyone would think about it. Ever. Like, I'm so careful about what I say because I don't want anything to be misinterpreted, because it can get so easily misinterpreted on the internet, especially in this day and age. I have moments where I'm like, God, sometimes I wish I could just disappear. That's just in moments where I'm feeling really down about myself and down about the judgment, and then I snap right back and and we're back to normal, you know what I mean? But no, I feel it is very important for me to note that I am genuinely so grateful for social media and also for you guys, because I would not lead the life that I have now, live the life that I have now, and have the things that I have now if it were not for your guys' support. So thank you. You always interrupt people when they talk. Also love you too. Yeah, it's really bad and I'm working on it. I really am working on it. But they're talking and I'm so passionate about my response to them and I don't want to forget it. So then I just curve in there. They're like, I was talking, and I'm like, I know. So this is what yeah, I'm working on it. You've never lived outside of California. That is correct. I've lived in California my entire life. Well, I guess technically in my last relationship, I lived in Toronto for like 3 months, but like I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I don't have citizenship there. I was like apartment hopping and stuff like that. So technically, yes, I have lived in California my whole life. You've never tried pupusas? Girl, I may not talk about it much because it's more of my dad's side, so I never got to connect with it. But I am Salvadoreña or Salvadorian or however you want to specify it. I love pupusas, like through and through, and it's been so hard for me to find a spot, at least like in the valley, for me to get pupusas from. But no, I've been eating those since I was a kid and they are dank as hell. Ooh, you're proud of yourself for being a boss, but the work you do can get lonely. Yes, 1000%. This is actually like what I talk about in therapy so much, is that, you know, by starting my ASMR and my gaming channel and my Twitch channel, a lot of friendships didn't get lost per se, but like really diminished as a result of me putting more work in, because I wanted to create multiple streams of revenue where I didn't just have to rely on brand deals or companies that I worked with in order for me to stay afloat. So having my Twitch channel and doing, I think I normally do like 60 hours a month on there, plus my main YouTube channel, which is usually 8 videos, plus my ASMR, which is 10 videos, plus my gaming channel, which is 8 videos, but they're just highlights for my Twitch channel, results in a lot of hours, while also going to the gym, well, working out from home these days, trying to go to the grocery store, like trying to have a relationship with my boyfriend, trying to have a relationship with my family. It's a lot, but it gets very lonely. Because a lot of the times that I do communicate, it is over text, which I always forget to respond to, and over FaceTime. So I don't really see anybody for like weeks at a time unless they physically come and see me, or we schedule something for like a week or 2 in advance so that I know, like, okay, I booked this time out, I gotta go talk to them. The most consistent relationships in my life right now are my brother, my boyfriend, and my therapist, and Diamond. Doing great. It can be a very, very lonely job doing social media, especially when it is actually your entire life. Okay, this is gonna be my last one. And it says, you've always been one of the boys or that cool that gets along with all the dudes. Yeah, which sounds cool, right? It's like, oh, I get along with the boys, like me and the boys. No, that shit sucks, because I wasn't the girl that was like, I could have been the girl that was chill enough to be around the guys, but I was so chill, you know what I mean, that they never saw me as anything more than one of the boys. So they came to me for girl advice. They were disgusting in front of me, all that stuff, which was great until you liked one of them. Yeah, until you liked one of them. So I had this group of friends in high school. I went to one high school and they were like the rivalry high school. I don't even know how I became friends with them. I think my old friend Ellen invited me to a game because she was talking to a guy. They became my best friends. It was Jared, Adam, Patrick, Trevor, Roman, Lucas. Am I forgetting anyone? I think that's the main 6. My best friends through high school. My mom was so great. She would actually let me hang out with these guys till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Never kissed one of them, never did anything sexual. I didn't even drink at the time. We would stay at Trevor's house because his dad was constantly traveling, and we would all just watch movies together, and it was the most like wholesome friendship ever. And they were all jocks, you know, they were football players, they were popular kids that were getting invited to parties to go and get drunk, but instead it was me and them and Ellen just hanging out. It was such a good time. Yeah, I was always one of the boys. Always one of the boys. I actually miss that a lot. Like, that was one of the most wholesome and fun experiences for me in high school. And then yeah, even moving forward with like David and stuff, I became one of the boys with them. I'm just more comfortable. I only had an older brother growing up, and so I wasn't even like a tomboy or anything. I think I just felt more comfortable, and guys are just so much more chill, and they don't care about drama, and they don't care about gossiping. It's just kind of like, you want to chill? You want to laugh? Let's have a good time. I liked it. Alright guys, that is gonna be it for this reacting to your assumptions about me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, do me a favor, throw it a thumbs up. Maybe I'll do one of these again in a couple months from now, see how your opinions of me have differed, because I'm pretty sure your guys' assumptions of me from last year are probably way different from this year. So either way, so grateful for you guys. Always, always, always. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Besitos. Bye.